Hello everyone, this is the postmortem video for Team Constitution's capstone project Necropalypse. Necropalypse is a tower defense game designed by myself, Krell Imfinger, Sebastian Douglas, and Patrick Evelyn. None of us would really describe ourselves as programmers still, but especially when getting into this, we had very little knowledge of coding. One of the first skills we picked up is actually researching and experimenting with coding, and now I'd say we made some pretty significant strides in that sense. We picked up decent practices in how we organize our code. We use a lot of tags. We use a lot of prefabs. We scripted tutorials. We used the Unity tools to create a pretty intuitive UI to move around in and to help the player know what they're doing. We use the navigation mesh tools and the navigation agent to help with our movement for our hero character here and also for enemies. And we used arrays. We experimented with arrays to instantiate objects such as the enemies into the level here. We created several systems, the first of which is the tutorial system, as you saw earlier in this little pause menu right here. We created the systems for the health and for these hover over buttons right here that explain to you what each thing does, so that it's always there for the player. They don't need to look very far to know what's going on around them. One big thing that we wanted this game to be that makes it different from other tower defense games is we want it to be more of an overlord feeling rather than you are the hero character. Instead of that, you are the overlord that controls the hero and the field. And you're not just the hero defending the base. You are sort of a god character who is kind of got your hands in every little thing on the field. That's why you can move the camera freely from the character. You can place turrets wherever you want to on these nodes, and your hero character is sort of a mobile turret right here, and that can go around and attack the enemies, which he's tagged to attack. The only big problems that we ran into in creating this, other than the headaches of learning how to code and learning what to do to get all these things to function, were problems with perforce and merging and getting the versions correctly, because I know for myself and for Patrick and Sebastian, we all lost pretty huge chunks of work at times using perforce, but that's growing pains. The biggest skill that I personally got, and I think I got the most practice with this because I was the original concept designer for this capstone project, was design communication. I had to create a lot of little things and describe them to my teammates, and then even further to the artist to get things like our buttons down here, or the tutorials to look a certain way, or the designs for the hero character and all the enemies to look certain ways, and for the turrets and all this kind of stuff, because I was the original concept designer. And then also Patrick and Sebastian helped out a lot when the artist came in to communicate even more ideas to them. And I think that's probably the biggest skill outside of coding that any of us got, is that communication practice, and I'm just now getting used to that, and I can't wait to get into the actual industry and start putting those skills to use. Thank you for attending our post-mortem video for Necropalypse, and I hope all of you have a good day.